If you had to build the ultimate 5-gun loadout for 2026, 5 firearms that could cover home defense, survival, concealed carry, emergencies, training, and unpredictable world events, what would you choose? The truth is, the gun landscape is changing fast. Technology is evolving, laws are shifting, ammunition prices are unpredictable, and the firearms that were considered essential 10 years ago aren't necessarily the ones serious shooters rely on anymore. That's why in today's breakdown, we're diving into the 5 guns every responsible gun owner should have in 2026. Not because they're trendy, not because they look cool on social media, but because these are the tools that deliver reliability, practicality, and capability when nothing else will. So before we jump in, take 1 second, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell. You do not want to miss what's coming next on Bulletbound. All right, let's get into the 5 firearms that every owner should consider essential going into 2026. The first essential, the modern compact 9mm pistol. Every shooter needs a dependable concealed carry handgun, something compact enough to carry daily, but capable enough to perform when everything is on the line. In 2026, the compact 9mm is still the king, but not just any compact pistol. You need one that works with today's world: optics-ready slides, accessory rail compatibility, stable recoil patterns, and enough capacity to sustain you through real-world scenarios. Think of something in the class of the Glock 19, the SIG P320 Compact, the Walther PDP Compact, or the Shadow Systems MR920. These pistols strike the perfect balance between concealability and performance. They're accurate, durable, and widely supported by aftermarket parts, holsters, magazines, and night sights. Why does this matter in 2026? Because we're living in a time when personal safety is uncertain, urban crime is unpredictable, travel is riskier, and the days when small 6-round pistols were enough are over. The modern compact 9mm is a tool, an insurance policy, and a skill-building platform all in one. With 15 to 17 rounds, manageable recoil, and endless customization, it remains the handgun every owner should carry, or at least have available. The second essential, a reliable 5.56 or .223 rifle. Every prepared household needs a reliable rifle chambered in 5.56, NATO or .223 Remington. In a perfect world, you'd never need it. But we don't live in that world. Whether for home defense, property security, emergencies, ranch duty, or a crisis situation where police response times collapse, a lightweight rifle with good accuracy, minimal recoil, and high magazine capacity is a fundamental tool. The AR-15 still dominates this category, not because of hype, but because of engineering. It's modular, it's accurate, it's incredibly easy to maintain, and parts are available everywhere. But in 2026, quality matters more than ever. Go for something reliable: FN, BCM, DD, PSA Saber, or a well-built Aero Precision setup. These rifles aren't collectibles. They're workhorses. They're the rifles that stay zeroed, stay clean, stay lubricated, and stay ready. The world is too unstable to rely on hope alone. If you own one rifle in 2026, make it a 5.56 system that can protect you and your family in a moment you didn't see coming. The third essential, a tactical shotgun built for defense. There is one sound that has stopped more home invasions than any other: the unmistakable rack of a pump shotgun. But a shotgun is not just a psychological tool. It is unmatched in close-range stopping power, especially inside the home. In 2026, the must-have category here is a tactical 12-gauge, something like the Mossberg 590A1, Beretta 1301 Tactical, or the Remington 870 Police. These platforms are durable, simple, and brutally effective. And in a world where ammunition availability can shift overnight, a shotgun gives you flexibility across buckshot, slugs, breaching rounds, and even less lethal options. The real value of a shotgun isn't trendiness, it's capability. In tight hallways, narrow doorways, cramped bedrooms, and quick defensive encounters, nothing delivers raw, immediate stopping power like a tactical 12-gauge. If you're building a 5-gun foundation for 2026, a defensive shotgun absolutely belongs in the safe. The fourth essential: a precision rifle for long-range confidence. Every complete setup needs a firearm that reaches beyond the limits of pistols and carbines. Something accurate, something stable, something that can engage threats or game at distance. That is where the precision rifle comes in, and in 2026, calibers like 6.5 Creedmoor, .308 Winchester, and even 6mm ARC are dominating the long-range world. You don't need a $5,000 sniper rifle to be effective. Ruger, Tikka, Bergara, Savage, and FN all make rifles capable of sub-MOA performance at reasonable prices. Pair them with a stable bipod, a reliable optic, and consistent ammunition, and suddenly you have a tool that can defend property at long distances, hunt ethically, and give you confidence across wide-open environments. Precision rifles aren't just for competition. They're for the prepared owner who understands that threats aren't always 5 feet away. Sometimes they're 300 yards away. Sometimes they're on the other side of a field, a pasture, or a long approach to your home. Distance capability is part of a complete loadout, and in 2026, it's essential. The fifth essential: a .22 LR rifle for training and survival. This one surprises a lot of people. We live in a world of high-caliber debates, tactical setups, and gear wars. But ask any experienced shooter what firearm they will never go without, and most will quietly give you the same answer: a .22 LR rifle. Why? Because nothing teaches fundamentals like a .22. Nothing trains new shooters better. Nothing prepares you for small game hunting, small pest management, or quiet survival scenarios more effectively. In fact, if 2026 brings another ammunition shortage, and it could, .22 LR remains the most affordable and accessible training round in the country. Ruger 1022, Smith & Wesson M and P1522, Henry Lever actions, Savage bolt guns. These rifles are inexpensive, accurate, and incredibly useful. They're the firearm you can shoot all day without burning your budget. They're the gun you use to bring someone into the world of firearms safely, and in a true survival scenario, they may become your most important tool. A .22 rifle isn't glamorous, it's essential, and that's why it absolutely belongs in the must-have list for 2026. Why these 5 matter most in 2026? Because they cover everything: defense, survival, training, range work, emergencies, skill building, hunting. Preparedness. A compact carry pistol keeps you safe in your everyday life. A 5.56 rifle secures your home and property. A tactical shotgun gives you unmatched close-range power. A precision rifle gives you distance and stability. A .22 LR rifle gives you training, pest control, and survival efficiency. Together, they form a balanced system, a foundation that every responsible gun owner can build on. In a world as unpredictable as 2026, having these 5 tools doesn't make you extreme. It makes you prepared. Now here's the real question. If you could only keep one of these 5 firearms going into 2026, which one would you choose and why? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I always read them. And before you go, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for Bullet Bound. We've got much more coming, and trust me, you don't want to miss what's next.